Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for ReZero Season 2, Episode 8. So last time we had some big revelations with Beatrice being part of the witches cult, assumedly, because she follows the gospel, unless there's somehow some kind of meaning where the gospel doesn't relate to the witches cult. But yeah, as far as we know, she's part of the witches cult, but we still don't know why. So I'm super interested in all of that stuff. Um, and then we had Subaru die in that scene, so we had another reset go on, but we had shoot Garfield, right, and then the little old lady, the little young looking old lady, uh, Ryukyu or something, I think her name was. She was they could smell the witch's scent on Subaru after he's done so many resets. It's gotten stronger. So yeah, they took action. They locked him up, but Ram managed to find him. Help with the help of Otto. They broke him out, and now Otto and them are friends. So it was a cool little development. I enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to what happens this time. What is he gonna do on this loop around and stuff like that? So I just want to know more stuff. Let's do it. Alrighty, so we're gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Rim! Hmm. Oh. Brave man. Granted, he's probably a little confident because he can just redo things. Hey! It's so funny how, like, half the episodes we don't get this and half the episodes we get it. It's kind of, interesting. But we have it this time! The mama and dada. I wonder if that's the last of them that we have to worry about. Like, are we gonna see his parents again somehow, I wonder? Just dying over and over. I'm pretty sure one of those shots, his head just exploded off of his body. Or it was just like the angle and the blood covered it or something. The little pink haired old lady girl thing is able to use Shadow Clone Jutsu based off the ending there. Or the opening. The ending of the opening. Hmm. Alright. Ooh. What are we panning down to? Just ominous panning, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Closely resembling a gospel. I was just talking about this, that it could be like... Okay. Huh. Is he telling the truth, though? Hmm. Didn't he say that before? Yeah, we heard that before. I am that person. They're so vague. Huh. Ah. I want to know more. There's so many different like contracts and agreements that people can't override, because Frederica is in one too, that they'd have to like force her back to Sanctuary, but she can't go willingly. Beatrice thinks she has to do has things she has to do. Hmm. Well, who knows how much of it is lies, but the idea that Beatrice's gospel is just closely related to the witch cultist gospel is interesting. We'll talk more about that in discussion. Alright. Alright, so we have Ram going again this time, which will help fight. And then we have the trigger words to activate Beatrice, and I imagine she will help fight too. Uh-oh. Garfield. Oh boy. Is he gonna transform? Your little plans were leaked. Yeah, I didn't get it either. Oh. Hmm. Well, shit. I thought she was gonna say something like wholehearted. Damn. Shit. He is pissed! Oh, but the same voice actor as Bakugo is perfect for that character's complexion. What? 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 Ah. So are they guiding their way out? So, I guess I was wrong. They're not gonna have Ram for this. Which means they really need to trigger Beatrice before, Elsa shows up. No, they're gonna sacrifice themselves? There's no way they're gonna live. Shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's so much bigger than his sister. Jeez. Big ol' kitty. Oh no, Otto! Oh shit! Not Otto! The only problem with this show is, like, I just feel like Subaru's just gonna reset again and do things differently. But will there be consequences one of these times where... I don't know. God. Oh. Is it bad that I'm getting more emotional about about the little dragon than I am about Otto? Whoa, what's the necklace doing? Was it out of the barrier? Wait, what? Wait, what? Was that a trial? What? What is happening? Is he out of sanctuary? Is that what happened with the necklace? Okay, so this is sanctuary, right? There's just no one here. Is the Witch of Greed up to something again? Bunny. Oh, a unibunny. It's gonna eat you. You're gonna need a holy hand grenade. God damn it. I was just kidding. Is that a Monty Python reference? Oh my god, it got one of his legs too? Oh, there's more! Oh, they all have marks. Are they maybe? I mean, I'm guessing they're maybes or something, right? Oh, what a horrible death. This is not great. Oh. Why? Why is this happening? Oh, no! Well, I don't know what that was, but we restarted again. Shit. Come on, Subaru. You gotta be supportive when she wakes up. Ugh. Whoa. What? Oh, we're back with the Witch of Greed again? Hmm. Hmm. Oh. What did he just do? He just like lifted her arms and put them back down. God damn it. Ooh. That's a friggin' Monogatari answer if I ever heard one. I only know what I know. Yeah. Can he say it here, I wonder? Can he mention the return by death here? Oh. Can return by death? Oh. He can say it. He can vent everything. I'm just happy for Subaru that he can talk about it. Honestly. Yeah, exactly. I knew. Yeah. He's had no one he can tell this whole time. Yeah. God damn them. They had to remind us about the bunnies again. I wanted to put it behind me. Ooh. Interesting. Damn. The value of life. Wow. Damn. That was a very cool ending to the episode. Like whole like last bit with Echidna and everything. Ah. I'm so glad it dawned on me like right before it happened was the fact that he might be able to say it, and then he said it, and then it dawned on me that, like, if he can say it, that's going to be such a big relief. Like, more than the fact that, like, Echidna might know something about what's going on. Okay, that's it for episode 8, guys. But yeah, to continue what I was saying, she might know what's going on, and, you know, part of me is sitting there like, no, I just want information, But I 100% get that, you know, he just has had this on his mind, and he hasn't been able to talk to anybody or, you know, any of that. He wasn't able to vent his frustrations. You know, he's been in this alone up until now, and now he's able to vent it all to Echidna. So that's cool. That was a great moment, but yeah, this episode was pretty nuts. Like, I'm confused on a lot of things. They weren't really explained. I'm not sure if they're gonna explain them in the next episode, or what are we supposed to, like, gather from that? I don't know, because, okay, to go over what I don't understand is, basically, I obviously know why Garfield just doesn't, like, wants to keep Subaru contained. You know, the witch is sent, so many people are scared of it. I get it, right? I don't understand what happened as soon as the necklace started to glow. My guess was he got thrown by the ground dragon, whatever they're called in this world, through the barrier, and he got thrown out of Sanctuary. But what I don't understand is, why did he wake up in the tomb that they do the trials in, but then it was winter. There's nobody in Sanctuary, and then he just got eaten by bunnies. Like, I just don't understand what all of that was. Was this like a... Did he instead travel, like, forward in time to a point where Sanctuary's already been liberated and everybody's gone, but their stuff was on the ground? Which I don't understand. Is this just like an alternate future where these bunnies, like, show up and eat everybody? But there'd be a lot more blood, so I don't think it's that, and I don't know why. I don't know how an alternate future would work anyway. I really don't know where he got transported to. Suddenly snowing when it wasn't snowing before makes me, which is why I was thinking some kind of, like, time relative thing. Was it just Echidna messing with him, or something? Does it have something to do with the barrier that was giving him visions before? I don't understand. At first I was thinking, like, everything we saw up to this point, since he went in and saw his parents, maybe he never actually woke up. Maybe that was all still part of the trial. The parents getting out of it, getting back to the mansion, doing all that stuff, dying over and over again, was still a part of the trial, and he woke up from that trial, and it was, you know, snowing because it took him so long to wake up, you know? But I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll explain it to us. I really hope they do, because I just don't understand what happened there. But I am going to be a bit disappointed if they don't explain that, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to give them time to show it, because I loved what they did with the second half of this episode. Maybe next episode, Subaru will explain things. We'll time jump while Subaru, you know, goes through all his emotions since Season 1, getting teleported here. And then maybe we'll get some information on what happened. Once Subaru starts, like, coming up with a plan, he'll be like, well, what the hell happened to me? Why did I get teleported to, like, some snow area where bunnies ate me? You know? And maybe Echidna will be able to answer, but anyway. Yeah, I mean, the conversation with Roswell was super interesting. We have this idea that there's only, like, 2 of these, like, true gospels in the world, which means that are the gospels that, like, Betelgeuse had and the other witch cult members, is it just, like, it said it was, like, named the same. I didn't understand the reasoning behind that. Let's see. I wonder if I can go find it, actually. There's just a few things about that scene that, like, bugged me. Um, let's see here. Where is this at? They called it the Tomb of Wisdom. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to... I want to, like, re-go through this entire conversation and analyze it. So... Alright, offer a helping hand. I think it's right after this. It's true that what you saw was something closely resembling a gospel. Okay, so closely resembling. This is... Okay, so I'm also just taking this, assuming that he's telling the truth. I still don't know. I still think Roswell's, like... They're obviously making Roswell to seem, like, sketchy. I don't know whether I believe him or not. I don't want to say that he's wrong, but... I think if they want to make Roswell an enemy, they're making it too obvious that he's fishy right now. So I think he might be an ally, but I don't know. We'll see. But all right. You have my word. She is not a witch cultist. So that book of hers is not a gospel. It's a magical text that tells the true future. So that's interesting. The true future. So that raises a lot of questions to me, because the fact that Subaru can return by death, what constitutes the true future? So is the true future... Ooh. I just had a thought, but I'm going to go back to that. Is the true future the one where, like, you know, the book just knows which, like, save point Subaru is gonna be at by the end of it, you know? Because if it can tell the true future, it might be able to factor in all of Subaru's return by deaths and figure out which one the last one is, you know? Which one, where he stops at. So, for instance, like, it would be able to tell the version that, you know, Subaru went through several lives trying to kill the white whale, right? It would have, like, that gospel would have known beforehand exactly how many return by death Subaru had to do before he successfully defeated the white whale and was able to move past that save point, you know? I wonder if that's what it means, or is Subaru's return by death overwriting this true future? I'm not sure. But, oh shoot, don't tell me I lost it. What was my initial thought? But, like, I guess the other thing I was thinking about is we had Elsa mention that somebody sent her and knew exactly what time Subaru was going to show up. And one of those returned by deaths said that he was earlier than he was supposed to be, which makes me wonder if Elsa, whoever Elsa works for, has one of these other gospels, I think, or one of these, like, Tomb of Wisdoms, I guess we should call them, rather than gospel, and is able to tell the future that Subaru is gonna be at the end. So when we finally are done looping with Subaru right here, when he finally makes it past this, maybe he arrives at the mansion exactly when Elsa thinks he's gonna arrive at the mansion. I don't know. The problem is with that is if Elsa's employer did have one of these gospel thing, Tomb of Knowledges, that said the true future, why would they send Elsa knowing that Elsa fails unless that future can be changed? So there's so many questions regarding that, you know? Like, that employer would just know that, like, Subaru wins in the end, you know? Because he's probably gonna. So, like, does that mean Subaru's return by death does counter the true future that is talked about here? I don't know. They're bringing, like, time travel questions into the storyline where they didn't really have them before, and now I'm curious. 2 copies exist in the world, which kind of to me implies that one of the copies is the one that Beatrice has, the other copy is potentially Elsa's employer, but we'll see. Just because of what Elsa talked about being like knowing exactly when Subaru was gonna leave the sanctuary and stuff like that. So the closest thing to the Tomb of Wisdom. So Tomb of Wisdom's a separate thing, but alright. But she definitely said it was a gospel, yada yada yada. I want to hear what he says about the name. That is because it lacks an official name. Thus, it is given the same name used for the defective versions. Okay, I misread that before. So, apparently the Gospels that the witch cultists use are defective ones? So does that mean they still, like, tell something, but just not the right thing, you know? I don't know. I'm worried they're not going to be able to explain, like, don't get me wrong, I love this, like, complicated stuff. I really do. I'm really looking forward to seeing where they go with it, and if they can explain it to make it all be like, oh shit, that's smart, you know, as this goes on, that will be amazing. But the problem with some of these shows is there are some time travel shows where you can find those loopholes where you're like, well, what about this? And that's when it kind of ruins it for me, because they don't explain it. But we'll have to just keep watching to see. I can't judge it based off that. But yeah, the rest of that conversation was him telling Subaru how to kind of trigger Beatrice in a way. So, I don't know. But, okay, so I just remembered my theory from before. Now, if the gospel tells the one true future, one of you guys in the comments was telling me that the gospel probably said to let Subaru die, but Beatrice couldn't do it and let Subaru survive, or like tried to help him at first, you know. Obviously, Subaru ended up dying anyway, but that makes me wonder if that gospel that says the one true future does bypass all of Subaru's return by death, it knows all of that, it knows the ending conclusion, then it would know that the save point that Subaru is at right now isn't the one that he is inevitably going to be victorious on, so it should let him die, you know? That's what I'm wondering. But the thing is we also have the fact that, like, I don't know. It's so... Then I got myself convinced that it wasn't that way just because of the whole Elsa thing. That's what I don't understand, unless they're just trying to, like, beat fate, or if Elsa's gonna somehow be successful here. But if Elsa's employer also is the same one that was going after the badge back in Season 1 from Emilia, they were gonna buy it from, you know, after, what was her name? Like, Phyllis or something stole it. They were gonna buy it from her. If they also had a, you know, gospel thing telling the true future at that point, wouldn't they have known that that wasn't gonna work out either? Like, I don't understand. I mean, I guess I'm also assuming that they have a gospel. They might not even have the gospel, so, you know, all those theories were under the assumption that Elsa's, the person Elsa worked for had the second one, you know? But maybe he doesn't. Maybe Beatrice is the only one in the story right now that has one, like the real one. And Elsa just has some kind of informant somehow. I just don't know how Elsa would know exactly when Subaru would leave the the sanctuary prior to Subaru actually leaving the sanctuary, you know? Because Elsa was already there doing her stuff when Subaru showed up, which would mean that she would have had to found out either the second he exited Sanctuary, or she would have had to find out from someone inside there who would have known exactly when Subaru was leaving, you know? That's like some stuff that I don't quite understand, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and find out, I guess, I'm sure, I want to believe in the manga writers' ambitions here, and that, you know, it'll all work out, and he has like a plan for all of this. So I try not to look at it too meta either. I want to just enjoy the story for what it is. I don't want to get myself like too worked up, you know. So we'll see. Super interesting episode though, like, man. And then I guess we obviously have to talk about the ending bit. I did a little bit, but I definitely understand Subaru being able to vent this stuff. But it's also interesting that the tea that Subaru drank was, as long as he remembered Echidna, he would be able to basically contain his madness, you know? Like, he's kind of going crazy a little bit here. Obviously, we saw him smacking his head on the ground, and then she pulled him into that world and gave him another tea party where he was then very calm. That was due to the tea. And this time, he wants to remember her so that way the tea's effect will still affect him and he'll still be calm. But that'll be interesting if he can also remember her. What does that mean, considering Roswaal talked very highly of Echidna? Now, if Subaru can remember that and then remember Echidna, he might be able to say something to Roswaal that might have to do with, you know, the Witch of Greed, and that might trigger some more honesty from Roswaal too. If somehow Roswaal can see, like, oh wow, this kid in front of me has been kind of like chosen by the Witch of Greed and like helped by the Witch of Greed, so maybe he would be more forthcoming with information, you know. But I am super fascinated with everything there is to do with what is happening now. So, like, I really want to know how in-depth they're going to go, because obviously, like, she gave the very vague answer of, I only know what I know, you know, but, which is very, I mentioned it during the reaction, but very Monogatari, right? It was like, it wasn't Tsubaki, that's a different show. Oh, what was her name? It was, if you guys watch the Monogatari series, you know who I'm talking about. I'm really bad with names after not seeing a show for a long time, but I watched that show a long time ago, and it reminds me a lot of her whenever whenever they say to her, like, wow, you know everything. She's like, I don't know everything, I just know what I know, you know? But, yeah. It's interesting. Because, obviously, they want to keep some mystery in the show, right? Which means that the Witch of Greed can't know everything or can't reveal everything to Subaru here, or else there might not be as much mystery left in the show. Like, if the Witch of Greed right here tells us everything there is to do with why Subaru got pulled into this world, who did it, how all this works, what's the end goal and everything, you know, we're just going to know everything and then we just have to watch it play out. But I imagine Echidna is just still going to be very vague about what's happening, so I am interested to know what Echidna knows, so I'm just super excited for the next episode. Oh, man. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, just the bunny death was brutal as hell. It actually, like, there's not a lot of times, I wasn't extremely disgusted, like, it was bad, but it's really hard to get me, like, really uncomfortable, but this is probably the closest I've been to, like, uncomfortable in a while. Like, there's just the idea of something small nibbling at you and just picking away at your flesh bugs me so much. Same with, like, whenever you see, like, in like some kind of show or movie where, like, a lot of bugs go after someone or something, you know, like, I don't know if you guys ever saw, like, the Supernatural episode where, like, the bugs were eating people alive, or, like, even, like, One Punch Man with the mosquito lady, that even bugged me a little bit, too. Just the idea of having all these little creepy crawlies on you, just, like, picking away at you. Ugh. It's, like, the closest I get to being uncomfortable. But other than that, I can usually watch, like, death scenes and stuff like that, like, gruesome death scenes, and I'm always just like, oh, okay, you know? But yeah, this one got me quite a bit, but... Man. Alright, I mean... Fantastic episode. I can't wait for the next one, guys. I think that's it from me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction and this discussion. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you did, and support me on Patreon if you like. The link is in the description, or you can go to patreon.com/Morthadon. I very much appreciate it, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.